The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Will Lutz on for the point after. Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Shotgun now for Wentz. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Wentz. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down.
Come on now. Come on now. Let's go.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Wentz. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 5. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
12 yards there as they move the chains. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest game, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Loose 5-7. Loose 5-3. Loose 5-3.
On the run, it's Pumphrey. And some room to run now. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the...
Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Breeze going to throw. He dumps it down to Ingram. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make this a second down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Breeze now to throw. Buying time to his left. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And he locates Josh Hill, complete. Part of the reason they're here, no doubt, was his big performance in the NFC title game, and that's his first catch of the Super Bowl. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Alvin Kamara really settling into the league in his second season. And, of course, he came out of Tennessee, but not a lot of people remember he started at Alabama.
He did, and got caught in that big mix of running backs at Bama. And they like those bigger, thicker runners, as guys who can break down defenses through the middle. Alvin Kamara ended up leaving Alabama, going to a junior college for a while. I believe he went to Hutchinson Junior College before matriculating at Tennessee and finding his way to the NFL, where he is now a star. How about this offense? Already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive. They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Losing 2 yards. That time, and now it's 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep is Darren Sproles. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now Sproles. He juked him. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stack sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. And this will be incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Wentz. Pitts has it left side. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. Play action. Breeze. Looking for Gannon. It's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Paul Warlow. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Now Wentz. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
As the field starts to get condensed, the defense likes that a lot because now you don't have as much space to cover, but a well-run corner route there.
On first down, Wentz. This is caught. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. But there's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
They'll try to run with a J. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Jay Ajayi with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And an alley to run. And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He goes underneath to Ingram. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it a second down. Now Breeze throwing on second down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll bring up a third down. The Saints on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
You got 4. You got 4. Monday. 11.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And the penalty makes this a much more manageable 3rd down, 3rd and 2.
Easy, kill. 12. Monday. Where's that?
Shotgun now for Breeze. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And Lutz's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the turn.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Wentz now on 1st down. And his throw here is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Wentz to throw. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice gain of 21 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And this is Ertz with it right side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. This is Ajayi. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They run with Ajayi. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Two minutes to play here in the 1st half. We're back to New Orleans after this. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Wentz going to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the 1st half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, played awfully well, swarming to the ball here in the 1st half.
Ready. Brady! Under! 36, 36.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. He sets to fire deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. On play action, it's Breeze. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
On the ground, Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
21, 21, 21.
Breeze to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. To throw is Wentz. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. To throw, it's Wentz. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll air it out deep for top. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So after the INT, here's Wentz. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 34. And Lutz puts this one through. So it's half. You sure you're ready for the third quarter? Need to use a bathroom or anything? All right, cool. Let's go. Elliott now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Michael Bannon in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
4 down, check, 4 down, 4 down. Slam.
Breeze hands to Ingram. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. So that one will get him halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Throw left side, taken in by Meredith. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Breeze now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%. And it's 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. He'll let it fly in the direction again. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. Well, earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Saints add on to their lead. Now Breeze. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with a Johnny. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And the quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a 1st down. Throwing on 1st is Wentz. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Wentz again. And he fires one, but incomplete.
And we're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Wentz. He's got his man. That's Wallace. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. An Eagle first down. Wentz hooking up with Jeffrey.
Come on now. Come on now.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. The Eagles on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. An Eagle first down, Wentz to Ertz. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Again, it's Wentz. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Wentz to throw again. And Jeffrey's got it. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now. Wrap. Next box down. 81.
They'll run here with Pumphrey. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will get him one closer. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one. As he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Gets it to Meredith complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a play fake. Breeze. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good pickup there of 22. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Again, it's Breeze. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Now Wentz on the bootleg. Hurts has it left side. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown of the 2-point conversion. Field goals aren't going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started, nice gain, get some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Eagles on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Wentz. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down. They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his right. Now he's going to let it go deep right. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Screen pass to Sproles. And some room to maneuver. Past the 20. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A huge play there on the screen pass. 42 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
82, 82.
Now it's Ajayi. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Brandon, it's easy to make decisions from right up here where we are, right in the cheap seats, but let's be frank about this one. This isn't even a decision as far as I'm concerned. They have to go for it here. Field goal does you almost no good as time's running out in the game. If you want to win, you have to be aggressive here.
Now Wentz, gotta have this one. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles move back within a couple of the lead.
Ram. Great.
They're going to try and run for it. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Elliott now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. And remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
They run it again with Kamara. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. The Saints on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Shotgun now for Breeze. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Back to throw. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Go.
He'll look to throw. And this is Hurts with it, right side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Here's Ajayi. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward, because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. They run again with a J. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
The Eagles on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
Brandon, that tackle right there, that might have just saved the ball game.
Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. And his kick here is good. And they have regained the lead. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together.